Good morning, Miss Montoya.
Good morning, Miss Heather. Just the two of us again today.
Yep.
Happy Wednesday, May 13th, and it is Apple Pie Day.
I love apple pie.
So do I. I'm kind of surprised because it's not really apple.
So it's more of a June or July,
Yeah.
you would think. But hey, I'll eat apple pie anytime
I
of
will
the year.
too. I don't really know who decides when these days fall.
I think we should start making up our own days.
They do seem themed around food, though. Many of them, like have a Coke day, eat whatever you want day. But today's Apple Pie Day. And I do want to do a shout out to these shirts from a couple years ago. These are the ones that were printed incorrectly. So if you see the incorrectness of the shirt, let me know. We had to have them all reprinted, but we love the message. And of course, I wore them with my striped pants to just make the whole.
Nobody's gonna miss you anywhere you go.
That's right. Hello.
Look at me. Look at me.
The only place I'm going is here.
Well, you look good.
You'll see me every time I walk by, Miss Heather.
Okay.
And I'll try to walk by it a lot.
Okay.
There she goes again.
Can't miss Miss Montoya.
I know. Hey, so when I was driving up to the school today, and I've noticed this has been on my mind a lot. There are so many ribbons in our community. And I've just been thinking about the things our community's gone through over the last 6 months. And we have ribbons for one family, and we have ribbons for another family, and we have ribbons for a police officer. And now we have new ribbons for another family, and for little babies, and for 3rd graders, and for 10th graders, and for adults, and for children that went to a different school district. Just so many ribbons. And as supportive and tender as that is, I would love to be able to have a chunk of time where we don't have to tie ribbons. It's been a lot. And none of those ribbons have to do with anyone suffering from the actual COVID. Just to be clear, though, that's not the kind of thing that we're dealing with as far as our little Blue Ridge community goes. These have been other kinds of situations. But it's a lot. And we know our communities had been dealing with a lot. And hearts go out to everybody for all those different things. Yeah. Did you notice the little spinning wheels that they have up now? The little, when the wind blows, those real pretty little pinwheels, I guess they are.
Yeah, where do they put those?
There's several now, and I'm thinking they go from here up to Darby's. But I'm not positive. I'm assuming it's for their family, but I'm not sure. But they're newer too, and they're tied to some different things. And I do feel like they bring great energy to just see those blowing in the wind. And anyway, sorry to start with such a heavy thing.
Well, it's what's happening in our community, and our community is pretty close knit.
And it just feels like it's been
a lot,
slammed.
Just so much.
I know things like that happen everywhere, but I can't think of anyone I know who's had, any of my family from other communities that's had so many things that impact so much of the same group of people.
It's just important to always be nice because you don't know what people are going through.
And I've liked those posts that people have been putting out lately that say everyone's kind of handling quarantine differently, and the solution is be nice. If one person needs to handle it this way, be kind. If they're handling it a little differently, be kind. Yeah. And I appreciate that. We
need to get the whole community the Be the Nice Kid shirt.
Yeah. Be the nice kid. It's good energy.
Yeah.
If you have not gotten on to enroll your student, be sure you get to Parent View. And if the parents get onto Parent View, they're going to go to the school website. They're going to click the Parents Students Registration, and then there's going to be some directions in red for them.
Right.
And if they follow those directions, it should be pretty easy breezy. You're not changing things unless you've moved or have a new phone number. You're updating medical stuff and new contact information. It's so important for us to have your updated contact information. But you're not doing course requests. You're just updating your personal information. So this is not the same as choosing your classes. It's really straightforward. Any tips for parents? I know you've received plenty of phone calls.
Lots of phone calls. Just really important just to read all of the directions. I know it seems monotonous and time consuming, but Once it's done, it's done. You can do all of your kids at the same time. And remember not to submit until all of the registrations for all of the children in your family are done.
Then you hit submit.
Then you hit submit, yeah.
Okay.
So it's just follow the instructions. I'm always here to answer questions. So if you leave me a voicemail, it gets emailed to me and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But we do check our voicemails and our emails multiple times a day.
Yes.
And it can feel very frustrating, but it's super simple. Follow the directions. If you need an activation key because you haven't created your portal yet, then give us an email.
And you'll get them that activation key. So some parents, one way this helps them think of it is, if you can remember when the first day of school you would get that white big envelope with all those paperwork, all that paperwork. What we're asking you to do is that process just online. So you're not getting that whole packet of papers to fill out on the first day of school. You're getting it done since now. We have what we need, and then we're able to go forward.
And a big part of that is the health office. So every year the medications that Miss Sophia or the health tech can give your students has to be approved by parents.
And we need to know your updated immunizations.
And it all can be done online at the start of the year. Then you don't have any problems. We run into a lot of problems during the year.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. Thank you for your expertise.
Well, it's what I know. I'm not one expert.
You are an expert on so many things. Our weekly challenge is the Limerick Challenge. So if we get any limericks sent in, we want to read them. I do want to share, this is not a limerick, but it is a very sweet message from Joe CB. And she sent this as part of Teacher Appreciation Week, and it was dedicated to me.
Ugh.
It says, Miss Montoya, while we are apart, you still keep us together at heart. Assemblies, you always make them fun. You shine as bright as the sun. Thanks for all you do. I will always remember you. I can't wait to see you again. But the time that it is, I don't know when. Super cute. Super
Very clever.
Made my heart smile. I got it Friday, and I read it lots of times. It was nice. And we do have a challenge, an additional challenge. So we got the Limerick Challenge, and Porter C., who I hang out with on occasion, I saw him roast the perfect marshmallow.
Ooh.
Perfect. And so I don't think anyone could really dethrone him as the reigning marshmallow roasting champ. But if you want to give that a try with your parents' permission, don't go start a fire, do this within your family rules. And if you have the opportunity to roast the perfect marshmallow, we are interested. And you have to prove that it's gooey on the middle, not just toasted on the outside, but that there's some serious goo going on, pull the thing off. And Porter C., he's got some skills. Miss Heather, our 2 truths and a lie, I'm going to let you give a guess. I lived in Egypt, I was a junior high track coach, and I taught in Kuwait. Who do you think this is? East Hallway?
Have we already said this is Williford?
We have not. Is that your guess?
I think that might be my guess.
All right. She's going with Miss Williford. She's
Oh, tartar sauce.
But let's see if we get a right guess in my email, and we will get a book sent out to you. Excited to see those capstone projects. Remember, on Thursday the 21st, we will do the curbside computer and textbook pickup from Porter Mountain. Wednesday, May 27th from 8 to 10 will be the curbside yearbook and awards assembly right here at the junior high out front. And the final lap will be Thursday, May 28th. It will be a drive-by. We want those posters. Make a poster to celebrate the final lap. Bring it by, put it by the blue bin at the front doors, and we will get that hung up. Make it durable. Never know what the weather's going to be. I will tell you the teachers we have not guessed yet. So we have Sunny Ashcraft, Miss Ashcraft, Mr. Butterfield, Mr. Bloomstrand, Miss Mary Lee Cox, Miss Williford, Mr. White, and Miss Hall. Those are the people who we have not guessed yet. All right. Anything else, Miss Heather?
Nope.
Any recommendations on? Not so much.
No, just it's been a busy few days with registration, so that's my recommendation is
get
your parents into Parent View and get the registrations done and my job will be easier, your life will be easier. I don't know. It's just, it feels good to have those things done.
It has to get done at some point. Get it done.
I did my kids on the first day, and I'm so grateful. It's just behind me now, and I'll just wait for the next step, which I know I'll hear from the high school to tell me what the next step is.
Perfect.
It's good stuff.
Shout out to Miss Soraya. Hope you're enjoying your adventures, wherever those adventures may be. And if you're doing the pledge, we encourage you guys to stand and do the pledge. Have a fabulous day.
Shout out to Jocelyn for her beautiful artwork that's in this office. Talented girl. And that's the girl who made her.